When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So TCU's offense will be first on the attack. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Catch in the middle. It says Ukama. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Keys. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Here's the pressure. Slips away. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the one.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He sees it.
Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He leaves it with the back. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Ezukama. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. They go to the draw. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've gotten this drive going a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Here comes the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
It's complete to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. The give. Fighting off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the Horned Frogs have a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's James. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Throws toward the end zone. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the heat. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They'll run the screen. Touchdown TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. starts a drive trying to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Got a man. It's Sanford. And he'll have to check his fillings after that pick, but he did get the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This freshman quarterback has shown no signs of youth so far today. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Bringing the heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into
wide open spaces. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's ball. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a seam wide open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Steps away. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Houston will be forced to punt. Here's the return. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Houston. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's James. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball at different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. It's Tease. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Tease. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been weak.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through the tackle. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Complete on 3rd down. He's loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. The give to the lone running back. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Tees. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the move, it's Ball. Makes a man miss. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. A little release to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Baker. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw again. Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
He'll pull it on the read. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Hand off from the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Takes the handoff. It's ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Quick completion on the out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to keep running. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Cooper. Nice move. Creates some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Huffman. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with his back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's James. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The lone back's got it. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. It's first down from the 37-yard line. The short hands, it's Cooper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete on third down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Tight end now in motion. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And he has had this offense clicking on all cylinders the entire game. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they've put up. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Under fire. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Shakes off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Ferguson. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hopkins. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Creates a little room. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. And the QB has more than had his way, just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is.
It's a running room. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll do it himself. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.